Hey everyone, Stuart here with Heat Press Nation, and I'm joined by our newest member, Mayra. How you doing today?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. So today we're gonna be showing Mayra how to press her very first white toner transfer. Are you excited?
Yes, very excited.
I love white toner transfers. Now they are a little bit unique, so what we use is, it's actually a two-step process. So we print onto the first sheet, which is our A sheet, it's the clear sheet, and then we apply the adhesive from this sheet, which is the B sheet.
Got it.
But before we do any of that, we gotta get our graphic, right?
Right.
All right, so let's go ahead and load it up into our software. So we're in Digital Factory, and we're gonna go ahead and hit the import button on the top left corner, select the artwork, go ahead and open it up.
Okay, looks like
And then
it's
once
loading in there.
Oh, perfect. And then once it's loaded in, you could hit the fit to page button, and that's just gonna max it out so it fits as big as we possibly can on our sheet of letter size media. Okay, centered, ready to rock and roll. Literally all we have to do now is just hit print.
Oh, easy breezy then.
Yeah, it's super simple.
Looks like it's printing.
Yeah. Now there are a few additional steps that we can take to kind of process our graphic and make it either a little bit lighter to wear or a little bit more washable. But in this case, this kind of graphic, I think it's gonna look really good just as is.
Got it. And the white toner is what exactly?
So that's what's special about the printer. So the printer actually prints white. So it's gonna print a full pass of color directly onto the film, and then it's gonna lay another pass of pure white over it. And that's what allows us to see it when we put it onto dark garments. Because if you use like crayons on a black piece of paper, you can't really see what you're coloring.
Right.
It's the same thing with your transfers.
Mm-hmm.
So without a white underbase, you can't see it on a black t-shirt.
Right.
So the white toner printer being able to lay down that extra layer of white, that's what allows us to use it on pretty much any color garment.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so first we have to apply and cure the adhesive to the print. And so what we're gonna do is you're gonna get your A sheet, your printed sheet, lay it with the ink facing up, perfect, right at the center of the heat press. You're probably gonna wanna slide the bottom platen out, just so you don't burn yourself. There we go, perfect. And now you're gonna center that sheet with the blank side touching the ink. Perfect, you're gonna wanna center that as much as possible. It should be sized so that way the B sheet, it fits completely over the A sheet. You don't want any of the B sheet touching the bottom plate. So make sure it's completely, all the sides, make sure that they're all completely over the A sheet.
Okay.
And now you're gonna tear off a tiny corner of your parchment paper. Yep. Stick that in the bottom corner. Make sure it's not touching any of the printed section. But you're just gonna put that there. That's gonna help you start your peel.
All right.
Cover it with parchment. There we go. Slide it in and press. And our press is set to 320 degrees Fahrenheit for 90 seconds. Now this is an auto open machine, but for this particular transfer, go ahead and put your hand on the handle.
Okay.
And when it opens up, you're just gonna help it open gently. There we go. Yep.
All right.
Nice. Slide it on out. You could throw that parchment to the side. And see that parchment piece that's in it? That's gonna help you start your peel. Perfect. So hold the bottom one down and then, nice. Just go ahead and peel it back. Yep, perfect. Keep going. One smooth motion. There we go. Keep it going all the way. You got it. Dude, you got that perfect first try.
Sweet. All right.
So the adhesive has only been applied to our transfer, but there's a little bit of adhesive residue right on the edge. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna cut maybe 1 or 2 millimeters off the edge of the entire sheet. Yep. Just enough to get that residue off so that way it doesn't transfer onto your garment. And you're gonna do that on all sides.
Oh, so that seat on there, that would transfer.
Yes, it would. Yeah, we'd have a little mini white box around your transfer. So we have the Signature Pro on the splitter stand. So go ahead and load the shirt right over. Let that splitter stand go right inside your shirt. Perfect. And you're gonna wanna make sure that the bottom of the shirt is kind of goes into that split gap there. There we go.
Okay.
Center the t-shirt. Pull it back so the collar hangs off the front. There we go. Nice.
All right.
And you're just gonna pre-press it for about 5 seconds or so. So slide it on in. And you don't have to close it all the way. You can just kind of hold it down. There we go. Just for about 5 seconds. All right, go ahead and position your transfer. Nice, make sure it's centered. Usually we're going about 3 or 4 fingers below the neck or below the collar.
All right.
Hey man, those colors look fantastic. We're gonna cover it with parchment paper. Slide it on in. And because this is gonna be a different time, go ahead and change the press time to 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right, go ahead and press. Awesome. Now, this is going to be a cold peel. So once the machine is done, we're going to carefully slide our t-shirt off the press, and we're going to take it over to the counter so it will cool down.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. So I would say grab the shirt maybe by the shoulders.
All right.
Just slide it right off. Yeah. Okay, let's take it over to the counter. All right, so we've waited for this to cool completely. That's the thing about white toner transfers is they are a cold peel, and it's usually better to wait too long than to go too soon. So when you're peeling these, you're gonna start at a corner, and then you're gonna actually roll it off. So we don't rip these up or off like we do with DTF transfers. These ones, you roll it, yep. Nice and low, go ahead and restart now. It's like what I would do is I'd like move your hand over and start it again. Yeah, there we go. And you're just gonna wanna follow through, rolling the whole thing off. Yep. I see you're being really careful, which is great. If you're not sure, you guys, and you're peeling these, it's better to be safer. Go a little bit slower, just make sure everything's peeling nice and clean. That looks great, there we go. There we go, you did it.
Nice. And you know what? This came out super bright and vibrant.
Yeah, the whites from white toner transfers they're known for their brightness. So really, really solid. We're just gonna take it back over to the heat press and give it a final press. All right, so go ahead and slide it out. We're gonna load the shirt on again.
All right.
And you don't have to be too crazy about centering it nice. We just want it on there. Cover it with some parchment paper. And this, since we're at 320 degrees, we're only gonna press it for about 10 seconds.
Okay.
So go ahead and lower the heat press. And then right at about once it's been about 10 seconds, just go ahead and hit the red button on the side to open it up. There we go. You could peel off the parchment right away. And you're done.
Sweet. And that step was just to seal them.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna seal it in. And then also with white toner transfers, it is gonna kill off some of that gloss, so you have a nice matte finish.
Yeah, I definitely see the difference now that we did the last press.
Yeah, but those colors look great. Graphic came out great. Good job.
Thank you.
Wow. Okay, so white toner is typically among the more difficult of transfers, and you nailed it on your first try.
Yeah, I mean, I have a great teacher to thank for that. And honestly, this came out super vibrant, so I can see why a lot of people like this for the darker garments.
And how fast was it? I mean,
it was so fast. Yeah.
Now, for more white toner products, including heat presses, printers, media, and more, be sure to head on over to heatpressnation.com.
Now, don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more content just like this.
Alrighty, we'll see ya.